Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, preparation aside, obviously this facility will help us prepare for any competition we have, but gives us motivation to live up to the standards that the people before us set, like everyone on this wall. They set a standard for us, and just seeing them every day, their pictures in here just helps us be motivated to live up to their standard and what they did here.
Last year, you guys hit a lot of home runs, and power, kind of the explosion. How do you see the lineup shaking up this year? Runs are runs. You just find a way to score them different ways, or what do you think?
I think it'll be a little bit of everything. Obviously, home runs are great, but ultimately what you want is runs. So timely hitting is the most important thing. When runners are on, you need to get a hit. So I think we have a lot of players that can contribute to that. Like last year, there's a lot of players that contributed to the home runs, the steals, everything like that. So I think it'll be very similar this year.
You're one of the few upperclassmen in a very young infield this year. What kind of responsibilities have you already taken, leadership roles, and what have you seen from them that's maybe been impressive?
They don't look like underclassmen. That's been very impressive. Especially Taylor Pleasant. She doesn't look like a freshman at all, and I think she's kind of taken onto the role of being one of the leaders of the infield, maybe not by voice all the time, but she just leads by example so well and is first one here and last one to leave. So I think it's awesome on her part, but I just kind of had to kind of share some of my experience with them and help them understand what it is to be in the SEC and play in the infield in the SEC. And obviously it's not something that I can always just share. They'll have to experience it, but I think they'll be great, and I can't wait to see us in action.
Is it almost like they have a place to be stepping in, is what it sounds like?
There's a lot of movement rolling around in that infield. I mean, does it help having so much returning talent, I guess, pitching-wise, especially with a young team?
Yeah, it does help. Kind of like what Coach said, they kind of just set the pace and we follow along with it. So they're going to make great pitches to get us out of some situations, and the infield's going to back them up. And I think it's going to be great. It's going to look different than last year, but it's going to be good.
How important is it to have depth in that specific area with pitching in the SEC?
Very important. A team could be hitting one pitcher and can't hit another, and then the next weekend it could be the opposite. So having multiple different pitchers with different talents and different strengths is very important in the SEC.
How's the transition to third base? How's the transition?
It's been good. In the first semester is a little difficult because I just haven't played there in 3 years, but like Coach said, I've been playing there pretty much my whole life. So once I got back in the swing of things, everything was good, and I kind of took on to the role of leading the infield and taking them under my wing and giving them as much experience as possible.
Things are obviously a little bit different this year, but do the expectations change at all? I mean, the way that the last season ended, how do you kind of, I guess, build off of that heading into this year?
I think the expectations stay the same. We expect to get to the World Series, and ultimately the goal is to be the #1 team in the nation. So we just go out there and play Tigers every single day. We don't try to do anything different because it didn't work out last year. We just play Tigers, and this year it may look a little different with different people in the lineup and different people in the field, but ultimately just play Tigers.
We were just visiting with Aaliyah, and you guys were all part of the World Series team your first year, and so close your second year. I mean, I guess you've experienced how close it is and to make it, not make it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough when you're super close and don't make it, but at the same time, you can take that experience and use it as motivation to not want to be there again. So obviously the past couple of years, we've gotten to super regionals and lost there, and it stinks. It really does. But those experiences help the team grow and help us get stronger for this year.
You've seen 3 years of SEC pitching, right? So how much have you learned, you think, since you first got here?
Definitely learned a lot with the help of Lindsay and Howard. I've just learned what they want to pitch me and what their strengths are and what they're trying to get me out with. So just that experience helps a ton with confidence and standing in the box like you own it.
What football just did is not going to happen every year. It may never happen again like that, but how much is that inspiring to the other teams and sports like that?
I think it just kind of starts momentum. I mean, after that, you saw LSU basketball go 6-0 in the SEC. I mean, they just beat a Florida team that I think's ranked second. So that's great. But I think it just kind of started the momentum and gets us motivated to follow in their tracks.
Can you believe you're a senior? That makes sense, doesn't it?
No, it went by so fast. I'm blessed to be here, and like I was kind of saying over there, I'm just trying to take this season and have fun and enjoy the time with my teammates and not really worry about my performance or anything, because if I worry about that too much, then I'm not going to do too good. So I'm just trying to enjoy my time.